In the request part of the bracha of Chanenu meitcha dea bina v'haskel, we request three things: dea, bina, and haskel. Before explaining what those three words mean, I'd like to switch to Nusach Sfard and start with that, and tomorrow we'll discuss the Nusach Ashkenaz. In Nusach Sfard, we ask for Chachma, Bina, and Das. Roshei Tevos Chabad, Chachma, Bina, and Das. Those are the three requests that we are asking for. What are these three things that we ask for? What is Chachma? Rashi says in Sefer Shmos, Perek Lamed Aleph Pasuk Gimel, he says Chachma means acquired knowledge. Things that we learn from others, whether they're people that are wiser than us, or our peers, or it doesn't even have to be from people. There's a sefer called Darkei HaGemara, which was written in the 1300s, and by someone named Rav Yitzchak Kapanton, called the Gaon of Castile, they would call him. So he writes that it applies Chachmas also, of course, with Sfarim, and therefore he encourages people to get a lot of Sfarim, because by reading, you acquire knowledge. So that's what Chachma is. It's receiving external knowledge from people, from Shiurim, from Sfarim, and getting that knowledge. So we ask Hashem to give us Chachma. Bina. Bina comes from the word boneh, to build, and it's building off of the acquired knowledge that we received, giving us deeper levels of understanding. We have the raw materials, we acquire that raw materials, that's the Chachma, and then we learn how to apply that knowledge, how to deduce from there, how to apply it to other scenarios. The Pasuk says in Tehillim, in Kuf Mem Zayin, L'svuna so ein mispar. When we talk about Hashem's bina, his tfuna, we say ein mispar, is endless, because Hashem is able to always build more and more and more and extrapolate from the basic raw materials. And that is what we're asking from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We ask for the Chachma, the acquired knowledge, and then we ask for the bina, that we are able to take that knowledge that we've acquired and build it towards other areas that weren't from those raw materials. However, even if a person acquires knowledge and builds from it, lav dafka doesn't necessarily mean that it becomes a part of the person. It doesn't necessarily become one with us. Das is the ability to totally integrate that knowledge, that it becomes one with us. Like the Pasuk says in Parashas Bereshis, in Perek Daled, that Adam yada es chava ishto, he knew his wife, became one with his wife. So the knowledge that we're asking for is not just external knowledge that, yeah, we know it, we understand it. It becomes part of us, it becomes one with us. Rashi, and that pasuk in Perek Lamed Aleph in Sefer Shmos, says that Das means Ruach HaKodesh. So how does that fit with what we're explaining? So Rav Wolbe explains, Rav Wolbe has a sefer called Pirkei Kinyan Adas. And over there on page 38, he explains that Nevuah is something that's external. Right? You get a message from Hashem, something external to the human being. Ruach HaKodesh is something that is within. It's encoded in one's brain. Hashem puts it within us, and through certain levels of intellect, a person is able to go ahead and access those ways of those areas of Ruach HaKodesh. So Das, like we said, is that the knowledge becomes one with us. It changes us as people. We're different because of the knowledge. That's just something else that we know. It's not external. It's part of us. It becomes integrated within us. And we're asking for HaKadosh Baruch Hu that besides the acquired knowledge, the Chachma, and besides the ability to deduce and extrapolate and apply Bina, we ask that HaKadosh Baruch Hu allows us that the knowledge becomes one with us. And that's the request of Das. Tomorrow, Mitzvah Hashem will explain how that fits into the Ashkenazic version of the bracha.